Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of Elite Sports Shooting. My name is Jeff. Today I'd like to talk about my Stoeger P350. But before we get going, if you haven't yet clicked that subscribe button, please go ahead and do so. We've got lots of content. If you want to follow along, the best way to follow along would be to click that notification button. Then you get notified when we do put new videos up. If you, at the end of the video, if you like the content of the video, please click that like button. And if you like, put a comments below. If I have anything on anything that I purchased, I'll actually put that in a link below as well. So the Stoeger P350 is a 12 gauge pump action shotgun. It has the it's got the composite, the flat black composite stock, the gel butt pad. It's got a ribbed rear grip and a ribbed foregrip. The matte black finish on the receiver and on the barrel, and as well as the vented sight rail. Now this shotgun here, one thing I do love about it is it does have it has a very high sight rail. Let's see if you can see it there. So this part right here is a good height above the receiver. So I really got, this was the shotgun that really sold me on that, the higher sight rail, because I find that I put my jaw against the side of the buttstock versus right up against the bottom part of my cheekbone. And then when you're shooting, if you're shooting like 10, 15, 20 shells in a day, that's not bad. But when you go down the range and you're shooting sporting clays, you could put out 250 to 300 in a day, without even really without even a problem. So it does mount very well. It has the red 4-bead, the red optic 4-bead. That's I do prefer those and not just a metal bead. It mounts very well, and I love that higher rail. That is something that I really like in pretty much any shotgun. Some are higher than the others. Some are actually the same. They're like a flush. They're flush with the receiver, and then I find that I get beat up a little bit more in my cheekbone. But the loading port, it's spring loaded. I do like that. Now when I'm slamming rounds in, it does have a little bit of a bevel in here. I did like that as well. So another thing that I did like is you could see that in the magazine tube, it's a different color. It's actually orange. So when you put a shotgun round in there, the shotgun rounds, the shotgun round itself could be red or blue or another color or green, but the bottom part of it is actually a brass color. So when you put that in and you see the brass color, then you know that you do have a round in your magazine tube. So, and it's really easy to get your foot in here or your finger in here and click that little shell extractor back just for it to unload, or you can click the magazine or the action release and open it up. Now this shotgun here, when I cycle it, it really throws the round. So it cycles a little on the sticky side, but after I shoot around, I don't want to pull the trigger, so I can pull the trigger now. But when I pull it back and I'm extracting a shell, it'll throw it 6-8 feet. I really like that. Not if anybody's beside you, they tend to get a little aggravated. But I like how it ejects. It handles the big loads, so it handles those light 2 3/4 loads very well. But the 3 and 3.5 inch Magnum loads, it handles those very well. So once you pull the trigger, part of the inertia actually pushes that bolt back to take a little bit of that that recoil, that energy, that it blows that bolt back just a little bit. So when you pull it, you don't get as much energy right through the buttstock and into your shoulder. So it's actually a really nice shotgun. For the price, I can't complain. This was $579. I've seen them as low as $500. I have a tough time finding more P350s. I see P is in for pump, P3500s out there. I haven't shot a P3500. I think they're fairly similar, but until I compare them side by side, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't like saying anything without knowing exactly what I'm talking about. But if I do want to talk about a couple more specs. This one has the 28-inch barrel. The overall length is 50 inches. The length of pull, and the length of pull is from the front of the trigger to the back of the buttstock, and that is 14 3/8 of an inch, and it weighs 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Now, I did a trigger pull test before I started, and it was 6 pounds. I'm gonna do it while I'm sitting here. Make sure that I got my Lyman trigger puller gauge. Okay, let's do this again. £6 pounds, 11 ounces. So I did a test of 3, and it was 6 pounds, 9 ounces. So that's pretty close. But anyways, that's it for me. The Stoeger P350, really good platform. The only issue that I have with it is it cycles a little bit on the sticky side, and that might just need to be a little bit of lube when I clean it. One thing I did mention, this was my firearm that I had issues with. I picked it up from the local gun store here in Lethbridge and took it right down to the range. And I put 150 rounds through it, and I'd say I had between 30 and 50 misfires. Now that was not the fault of the firearm. That was the fault of me. This was the firearm that I had I have a process. When I get a firearm, no matter if I get it on loan from someone or if I pick it up brand new, it comes back to the shop. I tear it down. I do a thorough cleaning. I clean the bolt, the trigger group. I clean everything, the cycling, the cycling action. Now, the reason why I did that is because after I cleaned it, I found out that there's a little bit of a clear grease the only thing I could say it looks like is almost like a Vaseline, and it wasn't allowing that that striker to hit the firing pin and hit the round. So it was just misfiring all the time. I'd eject it, I'd put it back in, and then I'd pull the trigger and it would shoot. So it was a striker issue, but it's not the fault of the firearm. After I cleaned it, no issues at all, no misfires, no problems. So would I recommend the Stoeger P350? I absolutely would. It's a fantastic platform. So that's it for me. If you like the content of this video, please click the like button. If you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do so, and hit that notification button so you get the notifications when we put more videos up. So anyways, that's it for me. Thank you very much for following along. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. So if you like, click the like button, subscribe. I thank you very much. I appreciate you following along. And always remember to keep both eyes on your target. Thank you, everyone.